The last comic's his older brother. His older, shorter, less cool brother.
Brown comics.
And I'm a brown comics. Fuck yeah.
Comics.
My guy. Fuck, dude. I love San Francisco nowadays. You know what I mean? It used to be like the PC city, and now like the motherfuckers who can afford it are like, brown motherfuckers! Thank you, bro. Thank you. Support brown comedy. Am I right? Fuck, dude. Oh, and he stood up, baby! Thanks for coming out and supporting local comedians on a Sunday, man. That means a lot. It means a lot to us. It makes me a little concerned for you, but it means a lot. Because we're all struggling right now in some sense, right? I have a side hustle. I'm a fitness instructor. Yeah, I teach a fitness class just for men. We teach men how to not ejaculate inside of women unintentionally. Yeah, it's a lot of hips, yeah. It's called pull-outies. Yeah. Bring your own towel. It's a good finish right there, huh? I was watching Fox News because it helps with the writer's block. And did you hear about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who filled 2 planes, not one, 2 aircraft with migrants and flew them to Martha's Vineyard as a political stunt, offered them jobs, right? And people were like, that's so funny. That was a good move. Like, I'm going to say that was a little bit fucked up, right? And in September, too, of all months, right? As if September needs another Republican inside job that reroutes 2 planes. Now I got to remember 9/11 and 9/14. Wow. Thanks, DeSantis. I'm running out of dates here. I'm actually making shirts for the 2024 election. I already made shirts for both sides. One says Ron DeSantis 1924, because that's the year he's living in. And the other one says Biden 2024. But if you look closely, it says Biden 1942 to 2024. Yeah. Speaking of good topics that bring everybody together, the Queen died. Some people very happy about that. Noticing a racial trend by my eyes. No, the Queen died. A lot of people very upset. A lot of people cried when the Queen died. I didn't, but I cried when Tupac died. So I get it. Tupac was like the Queen. Yes! Tupac and the Queen, very similar. They don't get compared enough. Both controversial figures, both associated with some international thuggery, and both died by 96. Tupac and the Queen. I know, people get angry, like, how dare you compare those two? Tupac was one of the greats. I know, I get it. Some people are touchy about colonialism. Like, don't worry, I actually stole this joke from an Indian comic. So it's perfectly safe. They're saying that fascism is on the rise in America. But the good news is most people don't know what that means. So can you be affected by something you don't know what it is? I asked my friend, I was like, do you know what fascism is? It involves the face, right? He said he thought it involves the face. I was like, what do you think about Mussolini? He's like, I love that pasta. This is bad. I want to give a shout out to the people in Iran right now, standing up against their government, protesting the murder of Mahsa Amini. For those of you not familiar, a young woman was killed 2 weeks ago for not wearing her hijab. And for those of you not cultured at all, hijab is basically, it's like a hoodie, basically. It's like a hoodie. I know it's not the best way to describe it, but one of my friends was like, see, that would never happen in America. I'm like, yeah, you're right, because in America, they kill you for having the hoodie on. People are dying over dress codes everywhere. Can't we let this begin the discussion, or at least finish it once and for all, that dress codes of any kind are stupid as fuck? People should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. I know you're like, Sammy, we can see your outfit. We know you think that way. Because dress codes of any kind, they always come from men, right? Who know the least about fashion. This makes no sense that men are choosing the dress. I've never heard of a woman enforcing dress code on other men. Aside from all my exes, I've never heard of it. And it's always men asking women to cover up. And it's so bullshit because we know these cover-up rules, they aren't about religion. They aren't about morality. Every cover-up rule traces back to a weak man who can't control his little dick. Okay? That's all it is. In the workplace, in public, at Disney World, at a comedy club. It's fucking ridiculous. It's always coming from a weak man. It's like we make it seem like, oh, the woman's body is the problem. No, the problem's in here. This is where the dirty is. We need a hijab for men's brains. That's what we need. Some of you men need a job and a hijab. A real man embraces whatever a woman wears and tells her it looks amazing, even if it does not, okay? Even if it looks like shit. That's what you do. What I'm saying is defund the fashion police, okay? By the way, this is not an attack on religion. I just want to make sure. I respect every faith that does not knock at my door, okay? And it's not a knock on hijab either. This isn't a low blow, it's a high jab, all right? Wear what you want. But he got it, fantastic. Brown comics, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. This guy studies our culture. He's ready. Go Browns. Go Browns, man. We're in Cleveland. Live from Cleveland, baby. It's so crazy that the West Coast is in a long-term drought, and then the rest of the country is just flooding in water, right? Every time I see a flood or a hurricane on the East Coast, like I'm both like terrified and jealous at the same time. And I don't like feeling that way. Why have we not yet created a transcontinental pipeline that takes water from the east to the west? I know you're like, Sammy, the government's not going to pay for a pipeline that doesn't carry oil. Okay, fine. Maybe we can't afford a pipe. What about a fucking half pipe, dude? Right? All right, I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm running for president in 2036, and I'm going to build an aqueduct that takes water from the flooded east to the thirsty west, all right? We're gonna build a duct, and Mexico's gonna pay for it. We're gonna build a duct along the southern border. It's gonna double as a duct and a border. Because if you can swim across an aqueduct, you deserve to be in this country, all right? Those aren't illegals. That's our future Olympic swimming team right there. No, we're gonna build a duct, and it's gonna be amazing. And I already got the motto, duct or we're fucked. Done. Done. Thanks so much for coming out to the Punchline tonight. You're amazing. Especially school shootings. Okay. Ooh. You would have think Colorado would be quicker on that one. If you had to give some words of wisdom to aspiring teachers, what would you tell them?
Get out while you can.
Get out while you can! Wow! Is there anything I haven't talked about tonight you guys want to hear about?
School.
School. Okay. Ooh. Okay. School, yes. School. Do you have a preference if you want to stick with elementary? Do you want to do...
Teacher.
What's that?
Being a teacher.
Being a teacher. Oh, did you know I was a teacher? Oh, shit. For the teachers, huh? It's for teachers, not people. Oh, everybody in Denver's a teacher, huh? Yes, I was a teacher. That was my second job. I quit teaching to do stand-up. That shows you how little that pays. You guys have too real for all of us. But that teaching was my second job. My first job, I was a pot dealer. So I have come quite a ways. Isn't that crazy? This was when it was illegal. I went from drug dealer to teacher. I was reverse Breaking Bad. I was the opposite. So yeah, I love teaching. Are you a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
What do you teach?
Computer science.
Fuck yeah. Person who wooed. You study computer science?
I teach it as well.
Oh, fuck. 2 CS teachers in one show at the same time? What are the odds? How would you grade yourself as a CS teacher? Well, like A, B, C++? C sharp. Okay, nice. Nicely done. Whoa, touche. Now, you teach CS, meaning you're a professor probably, right?
No.
Oh, you teach it in high school?
I teach elementary and middle school.
Shut the fuck up. Computer science for children? They do that now?
Yeah, I teach Python in 7th grade.
Oh shit. Fucking. That's legit. Python is the easiest language for those of you not familiar. But that's still very impressive that kids are learning it at 12, 13. Do any of them ask why?
They're actually loving it.
They're loving it.
Yes.
And they're coming up, they're like programming all sorts of like fun games.
Yes, exactly.
I learned Python when I was 21. That's a little past the 7th grade. It was very easy to learn, but my final that I gave myself is I wanted to create like a simulated blackjack game. Does anybody do that in your class?
No.
Good. That's why I'm fucking smarter than them. I just wanted to make sure I was better than 7th grade. That's all. Just checking
As
it.
long as you can live that.
Thank you. Yes, of course. And UCS teacher back in the back. You also teach 7th graders?
No, high school.
High school. Okay. Level up. What languages do you teach?
Java and C#.
Java, C#. Would you say 7th graders a little too hard to teach them C#?
No.
They're ready?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
But you're not. It's not in the curriculum.
Oh, we don't have a curriculum.
Nice. What's going on in the schools in a nutshell? Oh, we don't have a curriculum, dog. We just go with the flow. I'm teaching computer science to young children. Do you think we have a plan? Well, China, they're teaching C# when you're 3 years old, so. Most teachers do love the act of teaching. They want the kids to learn, most of them. At some point, a lot of teachers get jaded from too many years of bullshit. And I get it. I had 6 years of bullshit. You been through it too?
Oh, yeah.
How many years do you teach?
25 plus. Yeah.
25 plus. Holy shit. Are you still teaching or you done?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking hate it. It's still there. Yeah, I wish I was done. That's good. I have a lot of teachers who I remember had that permanent I wish I was done face. What do you teach?
Middle school.
Oh, well fucking no wonder. Middle school. No wonder you wish you were done.
Language development.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like 25 years, but they still keep becoming 12 and 13 every year somehow. How does that happen? What? So you teach just a little bit of everything or what?
Yeah, well, it's speaking, reading, listening, and writing.
Speaking, reading, listening, and writing.
What?
Yes. What? I was about to make an ADD joke, but you made it for me. What? Speaking? Listening. I can see how that's very tricky to teach that specific age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, if you had to give some words of wisdom to aspiring teachers or young teachers, what would you tell them?
Get out while you can.
Get out while you can! Wow! Wow! Yeah. That's so true though.
And I'm a first-year teacher in
This
English
is-
language arts, and she's saying it now.
This is his mom, and you're a first-year teacher,
Yeah.
and she just said, get out while you can. That's also what she said to him when he was in the womb. Get out while you can! You got 9 months! How are you liking it?
I like it so far. I mostly teach high school, but I also teach kindergartner through 5th grade as well.
Oh, you lucky fuck. That's a really sweet age spot. Like, I feel like the 5th grade is where they become devils.
They're so adorable when you get to 5th grade, and then sometimes you're like, please don't lose your humanity when you get to 6th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, but they do.
But they... She said, oh, but they do, for those of you who... That was classic. But it's good, a family of teachers, that's a beautiful thing. And clearly never paid attention to your mom's groans over the years. This still didn't stop you. That's the spirit that we need as teachers. The biggest problem that I see teachers having is connecting with the students, because often students don't want to listen to you. And so that's why good teachers are naturally charismatic. And I can see that with both of you. I can see the charisma. You know, you like to joke, you're honest. You know, a lot of teachers, they have this disconnect because they don't have charisma. I think the easiest way to connect with students is through jokes. And part of the reason why I left. But I really think that comedians and teachers could work together, you know, where comedians can help train the teachers to be funnier, to connect with the students so they learn more, and then the teachers can train the comedians to not be dumb pieces of shit. It's a win-win situation Teachers, thank you. Okay? Yep. I love the teachers. I do this for the teachers. And honestly, I think there's never too many teachers. And there's never enough good teachers. We need more good teachers. And we need more teachers. We need more money in teaching. And every fucking problem in America could be solved with more and better teachers. Yes. Especially school shootings. Okay. Ooh. You would have think Colorado would be quicker on that one. How much fucking time do you guys need? Because nobody wants to shoot a good teacher. That's true, exactly. That's why I said it. And everybody's like, that was a bit harsh to the bad teachers. Well, maybe there's an incentive program. That's all I'm saying. If the stakes were a little higher, that's why I quit, because I knew I wasn't good enough to dodge bullets. I'm back. I've been here, I've been home, I've been at the store. I just been going to the store. Right? You know what I'm talking about. You been to the store, that's cracking, dude. People are buying food like they're about to die. People are buying all the food, man. Remember when toilet paper was gone, then it came back? That was dope! It came back! I thought it was gone! And when it came back, I was like, stand-up's coming back too, man. Stand-up is on its way. It's just another era in the store. Whole Foods, they play little PSAs between the musics. Like the music will be playing, and they'll stop the music, and they're like, please keep a safe 6 feet away from each person in the store, and then back to the music. Kiss, 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 kiss! Back to the PSA, and make sure you're wearing a mask and not in other people's personals. Eat the booty like groceries, eat the booty like groceries. Like, why is that at Whole Foods? That's more of a Trader Joe's song.
You guys remember your first time trying boba? Yeah, you weren't ready for that, were you? No one was ready for their first time trying boba. Truth. Nobody was ready. Right? You go to the boba place, you're like, oh, everybody's drinking drinks. Drinks. Ah, that's fun. You gotta stab this thing? That's a little violent. Okay. The straw's a little wider than usual. Okay. What's gonna happen here? Oh, that's milky. I like that. What the f*** just happened? What just happened? Oh my god! You always have a friend next to you, like, oh no, it's okay, it's gonna happen. It's normal. It's the boba. Like, oh my god, I'm getting stuck on my throat. You know, it's just you don't know you're supposed to chew them. You think you're just supposed to swallow them straight. Like, I got balls in my throat. I can't. And then Hillary, I'm gonna take down Wall Street. Bernie Sanders.
Places where Jesus got resurrected. So my grandma was a Palestinian refugee in 1948. She fled her home. It's a very sad story, but she went to Beirut, met my grandpa there, so I find it romantic because her being a refugee gave him his opening line. He just like, want to come back to my place? She's like, you have a place? Mom, Dad, this guy has a place. Let's go. And now 70 years later, I'm doing my part as an Arab American to promote peace in the Middle East. I'm dating an Israeli woman. And you should be happy for me, okay? She's beautiful. She's out of my league, man. I'm like, why are you settling? Why? It's got me occupied. We share a joint account at Bank of the West Bank. You know what I'm talking about now? It's a metaphor. Israel-Palestine's a very tricky situation. Can't deny that. It's tricky because the Palestinians are mad at the Israelis for taking their land. So then they'll throw rocks, but they're just giving them more land. You know, like, we got to hold on to those rocks. That's how Israel keeps getting bigger and bigger, you know? It's very confusing, you know? It's been 70 years. The Palestinians are still in disbelief. Like, this cannot be real. And the Jews are like, no, this is real. Very confusing. Here's my idea for a solution for America. Baseball game. Israel versus Palestine. Think about it. This will give America a reason to start caring about Israel-Palestine. Sports are the one thing where we'll show up to the field when we know nothing about the people on the field. We'll be wearing the jerseys. People wear like a Star of David on a cap, Palestinian flag with like fear the beard, you know? It could go either way. Finally, the kosher hot dogs would make sense, you know? And what a great matchup. Both teams have advantages, right? The Palestinians got the pitching arm, right? Israel's good at stealing bases. And they're both just trying to find their way home. Oh, it's time for a change up, huh? Take me out to the ball game, Israel versus Palestine. Buy me some hummus and falafel. I don't care if this song is awful, so just root for the Middle East. If they can't find peace, it's a shame, 'cause there's 1, 2 state solution at the old ball game. So I grew up in California. My dad grew up in the Middle East, and my mom grew up in the Middle East of Texas. I'm Arab and Texan. My blood is pure oil, okay? Crude and sweet, baby. Arab and Texan. I put the y'all in yalla, you know what I'm saying? Yalla means hurry in Arabic. If you learn one word, it's yalla. Go up to an Arab, be like, yalla, yalla. He speaks very good Arabic. He's very good. Yalla, he knows how to say hurry. Very good. It's interesting visiting my Arab family in Texas and seeing the juxtaposition of the cultures, right? The Arab, like they're eating hummus, they're smoking hookah, and then they're watching the Dallas Cowboys score a touchdown on a flat screen TV, just chugging Bud Light, like yalla, 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 yeehaw, Cowboys! Where am I? Texas. If there's anything that you'd like me to talk about tonight, something I missed, shout it out.
Food.
What's that?
Food.
Food. Hell yeah, of course. The sustenance of all life. What a divisive topic that is. Fuck yeah. Food in Israel. Of course. That's yeah. Food, Israel, and boobs. Okay. I should have explained the instructions a little better. I'll do one at a time. But now I have to do a food Israel tits joke, okay? Which is crazy, because I was actually sucking on the teat of a cow on the West Bank just last week. So food, are you a culinary guy yourself? No, not at all. You eat that shit, right? So you eat that shit. Keeps you going. What's your favorite food?
Dolma.
Dolma. Are you Middle Eastern as well? Where's your family from? Iraq. So did you know that shit? That was kind of scary. How did you know he's Iraqi? Are you Homeland Security? Like, what is this? Trust me, he's Iraqi. We've been following him since 2003. He likes dolma, he likes to talk about food. He follows you, but he doesn't know who you are. Any more questions? Here's my card. Are you guys together, just couldn't get seats together, or what? Are you Shia and he's Sunni? Is that how this works? Or the division is real, man. The division is real. We got the Kurds in here. Keep it fucking complacent. Fantastic. So you're Iraqi and you like dolmas. Dolmas, for those of you not familiar, it's basically grape leaves. Homeland Security disagrees. Don't talk about those little terrorist missiles. Okay, sorry. So dolmas are not grape leaves?
No.
Okay, what are they then?
Green chard.
Okay, so you now, and you're from Syria, and dolmas are grape leaves. And we have another. I'm sorry, we're 2-1 on this. Green chard.
It's a leafy green.
Green, exactly. Thank you. We needed one American to fucking arbitrate this thing. It's a leafy green, you fucking idiot. Just be happy that it's not kale. Next up, is hummus Israeli? Tell us, please. We need to solve this once and for all. Dolmas, you can make them using either grape leaves or green chard. And you roll in them rice, sometimes garbanzo beans, little bits of a tomato, and others. I don't know what they fucking put in there, but it's good. What's that? It's delicious, exactly. So try out your dolmas. Go to your local dolma factory. Get you, AKA Costco. Are they selling dolmas in bulk now? Dude, Costco's selling dolmas. We fucking made it, dude. We fucking made it. We got Americans on the street like, I need fucking 300 dolmas. We fucking need a Costco card. But people ask me, Sammy, you really gonna be president, man? What do you do about Russia? Isn't Russia like our enemy? Dude, relax, dude. I performed in Russia in 2016. Sammy Obeid, that's me, cha-ching. became the first ever American comedian to headline a show in Russia. True story. You can look it up. There's only been a few Americans who've ever performed there. The first one was Billy Crystal in the late 80s when it was the Soviet Union, so it doesn't count. Different country. And he was not invited. He showed up, he did a show for expatriates. It was not the Russian people. Then a couple of friends of mine opened for a British comedian. And then in 2016, Moscow had its first ever comedy festival. Like first ever. Like they're just starting to laugh over there. It's amazing. And who do they want to come headline their first ever comedy festival? The first person they could find on Facebook at 3 a.m. Because I'm up all night looking for work. They messaged me at 3 a.m. like, please come perform in Moscow. I'm like, please don't hurt my family. What is this? Why are the letters backwards? I thought maybe they were going to laugh in reverse, too. I thought they were going to laugh like, I thought they were going to laugh backwards. I didn't know. Russian is a very fast language, right? The translator, I had a translator, he did my set like 5 times the time I did my set once. It was amazing. He did my joke again, made fun of my shirt. It was whatever it did, it killed. It was the best show of my life. Second best to this one. Second best show of my life. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to say that Russia loves me. And I don't want to hurt anyone, but when Russia loves you, you win an election. So I'll see you in 2036. Give me another topic. Algebra. What do you mean, no? No more math? No more math, dog? You see the position that I'm in right now? Let's talk about dating. I am asexual, which means I only have sex with Canadians. And there was a period of time where I did identify as asexual, which means I wasn't that interested in sex. And then a friend told me, you know, you're part of the LGBTQA community. I was like, oh, I didn't know I was annexed. That's cool, but I don't feel like it's fair for me to be a part of it, because it's like gay and trans people have endured a real struggle. I'm just out here not fucking. You know what I mean? So I thought I should make my own community that's like a little more inclusive. So we would have asexuals, but gay and lesbian people are welcome for sure. You can join the community too. We just can't be in yours. That's how it would work. And then also ecosexuals. You know what ecosexuals are? Ecosexuals are people who have sex, but it's good for the environment. You know? Like using bamboo condoms or cruelty-free coming, you know, cruelty-free orgasming. Ecosexual, it's a real thing. You can look it up. I did make it up right now. But it should be a thing. Sorry, bisexual, you're welcome as well, of course. Can't forget bisexual. And then just like we have asexual, we should also have really sexual. You know what I mean? Right? Because there's people who are just like very, really sexual. And you should be in this community too, if you're really sexual, right? Then we should also have agnosexual. Agnosexual is like agnostic, but for sexuality. Like, I can't prove that sexuality exists. I don't know if it exists. I can't prove I'm horny. I don't know if I'm horny. What is horny? I can't prove that horniness exists. I don't know if I am horny or not. What's going on? So yeah, that would be my community. Just to recap, that's asexual, lesbian, gay, ecosexual, bisexual, really sexual, and agnosexual. Why? Because it spells algebra. You can't escape the math. You guys ready for the 2024 election? Yeah, Elon versus Zuckerberg. Let's go, huh? It's a cage match. I think all elections should be cage matches. I think more people would turn up to vote, right? Because elections aren't about who you like anymore. They're about who you hate less. And what better way to see that expressed than a cage match? And that's what it is, right? The old man competition is going down next year. And they're just like, we picked America's 2 most hated senior citizens and put them comb over to comb over. And you gotta pick which one you like that other people hate more. Figure it out. Like, what? Is this how voting is supposed to work? It's the lesser of 2 evils. This is the worst of all evils at this point, I'm pretty sure. Like, we all know that they're demons at this point. It's like, come on down and pick your favorite demon. That's why it's called democracy. Like, we all know that Biden is too old to be president, but we're not supposed to say it out loud because it's mean, I guess, even though he can't hear us. It's cruel. It's cruel to be, like, a vote for Biden is basically voting to watch someone die on their job. It's not a nice thing at all. I mean, forget about the country for a moment. For his sake, let him die in an old folks' home. You think he wants to be president? He's getting tased every day by Jill. She doesn't want to hold the taser anymore. They gave it to her. But everybody's like, okay, obviously he's not the greatest candidate, but he's the best that we can do. Do you really think that? If Joe Biden is the best that we can do, I'm a goddamn Republican. I'm sorry. I would rather ban my Muslim family from coming over to see my shows than have them here and witness the embarrassment of our leader falling down another flight of stairs. And everybody's like, this is ageism. This is ageism. Yeah, there's an age that isn't good to be president. You should know this by now. If you want to screen ageism, then let 10-year-olds vote. It goes both ways. Have an 8-year-old show up to the polls. I am here for my vote. No, thank you. Well, this is ageism. You're letting the old guy run. I should be here. That's right. 80-year-olds shouldn't be president and 10-year-olds shouldn't vote. There's a nice range in between. Life expectancy is 78. You want to chance it by 2 years? And I'm not again. I love old people. My grandma is 96 years old and she's killing the game right now. She walks up 2 flights of stairs every day. She makes dementia jokes on the regular. And you know why she makes dementia jokes? Because she can remember them. That's the contract. How do you guys feel about Kamala Harris? Cool, mixed opinion. I like it. I'm tired of people picking on Kamala Harris. The Kamala Harris jokes, they're funny, but they're not cool. Kamala Harris is part of too many historically disenfranchised groups. I don't care, joke all you want. Kamala Harris is a strong, black, Asian, female, mentally challenged person, and you will treat her as such. Even the person who supported her is laughing. I'm just saying, we all know what the deal is. She's part of many voiceless, powerless groups, and she now is the vice president, which is the most voiceless, powerless position you can have in the universe. I already got in trouble for that joke, don't you worry. A very nice special needs individual came up to me and says, hey, that was not cool. I'm like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said mentally challenged. He's like, no, looping her with us, that was not cool. You will not do that. People ask me what I think about Trump. It's like, I don't talk about Trump in my act anymore because I think his name got out there too much. I don't have an opinion on Trump. I'm a math guy. I just look at numbers. And I look at Trump's data sets. So when Trump was president, he had the lowest approval ratings in history, which makes him in mathematics an outlier, right? Biden also low too, but both the guys outliers. People don't give Trump credit for is that he was consistently low, but consistent, right? Like when people hated him, he didn't try to kiss a baby to gain some points. He's like, I'm gonna keep saying the same shit and go straight. And in mathematics, we call that a flat curve. So, yeah. So people ask, what's your opinion on Trump? I don't have an opinion on Trump, but mathematically, he's a flat outlier. Thank you so much. I'm Sammy Obeid. Thanks for coming out to the show tonight. Y'all are amazing. Love you.
Do you have kids?
No, I
So
don't.
you don't understand.
So I don't understand.
Well, you wouldn't be making the comments that you're making. You got it.
He once had an affair with a woman who was 88 years old. 88, yeah. I'm not ageist, but damn. You know what I mean? Texting in the back, huh? Texting some people, yeah. Who are you texting? Come on, inviting them?
My son.
Your son? She's trying to make me feel bad. She's like, my fucking son, you asshole. He said he's hungry. I told him where the refrigerator is. But you almost interfered. Why didn't you bring your son? Not old enough to come?
No.
Damn, man. You gotta change these fucking laws, man. No babysitter tonight?
Yep. My niece is babysitting.
Your niece is babysitting. Fuck, that's awesome, man. Family. You don't have to pay her, do you?
Keeping the family.
We actually do pay her.
You do pay her? That's very noble. You didn't seem happy about that, though. You're like, we actually do pay her. Fuck! We should be getting this shit for free. Why am I texting my son if she's there managing? Talk to the boss. We put her in charge. Now I'm texting the niece, you're getting paid too much to not have my son be texting her. Anybody else here get a babysitter to come here tonight? Yeah, you did? Awesome. That's cool. Who do you hire for your babysitting? Your dad. Your dad and your mom. Do you pay them? All right, that's fucking right. That's right. When you hire the older people, you don't gotta pay them. These young fucks want money. That's the problem. She's still texting her son. She's like, I'm telling you, I'm busy. The comedian's talking to me. Just.
Do you have kids?
Right. No, I don't. I want to have kids one day.
So you don't understand.
So I don't understand. Whoa, you got me. Did I say I understand?
Well, you wouldn't be making the comments that you're making. You got it.
I wouldn't be making the comments if I did understand what.
Yeah, that I have kids, and so you would understand why I text. She's a lawyer.
Are you a lawyer? Is that usually how you cross-reference? You're like, wait a second, Your Honor, do you understand? Because clearly, if you understood, you wouldn't be talking right now. Because you understand everything. Because that's what a person who understands does. What is this, stand-up comedy? The fuck is it? The fuck is it? I was talking to you because you were texting in the middle of the show, and I couldn't help but notice that people were like looking at me, and there was one face that was like lit up for like a minute. So I asked you who you were texting. You said your son, and I started asking some questions, trying to be nice, learn about what people do when they have kids and they come to the shows, and who they have managing them, and if they pay them. I want to know the economics of it. So guess what? I didn't understand, but fucking now I do. So that's it. So thank you for the information. My dad was born a few hours out of Jerusalem. My mom was born in Utah. So both places where Jesus got resurrected. Now my great-grandma was born in Bethlehem. And I tell people this, they're like, oh, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? I'm like, yeah, that's the one. She was Amish. She grew up in the Holy Land next to Scranton. She knew the three wise men from Dunder Mifflin. Come on! The birthplace of our Savior, Bethlehem, PA. No, everybody knows Bethlehem, birthplace of Jesus, the Savior of most people in this country. Yet if you ask most people in this country to point it out on a map, they're pointing to Pennsylvania. That's a problem. But it's not our fault. It's a very difficult geopolitical question. I had to look it up just for this joke. Yeah. My niece asked me over Christmas. My niece is 5 years old. She said, where's Jesus from? I was like, Bethlehem. Nailed it, right? She was like, where's Bethlehem? I was like, oh shit, here we go. I gotta give her the simplest answer you can, a 5-year-old, but I also gotta keep it real, you know? So I was like, okay, well, technically Bethlehem is in Palestine, but America, we don't recognize Palestine as a country, so technically it's in the Palestinian territories, specifically the West Bank, not the Gaza Strip. It was part of Israel, but they handed it over to the Palestinian National Authority in 1995 under the interim agreement of Subpoint 5, Section 2 of the UN resolution at the Oslo Accords. Thanks, Bill Clinton. This was pre-Monica, never mind. Of course, before that, it was British Mandate Palestine, and before that, the Ottoman Empire, and before that, a conquest during the Crusades, and before that, another conquest, and before that, another conquest, before that, another conquest. Wild times back then. People were crazy. Before that, the Roman Empire, because it was a law. Before that, Judea. Shout out to my Zionists. Before that, the Canaanites. Yes, we Canaanites is what they did not say. I made that up. Before that, random tribes from Africa. Black Lives Matter. And before that, it was the dinosaurs, if you believe in those. Did they teach you those? They did. Okay. And of course, before all of that, it was just lots and lots and lots of rocks, which, as we know, belong to the Palestinians. Now, one could argue that it still is in Israel, technically, because Israel technically occupies the West Bank. But of course, Israel would say that's not the case, because that's illegal under international law, under many, many counts. Don't tell the UN. JK, they already know. Oh my God, it's a mess. Everybody knows. Literally everybody knows, except most of the people in the country that could actually vote to stop it. God bless Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas. And that was the answer that I gave her in about 90 seconds flat, if you ever wanted to know where Bethlehem is. And I think she liked it. Because she immediately responded with, is Santa Claus real? I said 100% Santa Claus is real. We definitely recognize Santa Claus. She's like, what are you getting me for Christmas? I said, I gave you the gift of Palestine. What more do you want? Like, people usually pay to see my shows. I gave it to you free of charge. She was like, free Palestine? I was like, exactly. I knew this was a safe space. As you can imagine, these jokes don't do well all over the country. I did that bit not too long ago, and a guy comes up to me after, and he's like, hey, buddy, let me give you some advice. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. This is why we do it. We come for the laughs, stay for the advice. He's like, let me give you some advice. I'm like, lay it on me, buddy. He's like, don't do political comedy. It really divides the crowd. I was like, wow. Newsflash. I'd never heard something more obvious in my life. Of course, political comedy divides the crowd. That's what makes it fun. You say something divisive, press people's buttons, split some hairs, and if you're good enough, you can bring them back together with a really bad pun. That's what makes comedy fun. If you think about it, everybody loves political comedy, just not at the same time. That's how it works. You sit and you wait your turn till the comedian says something you like and stand for. You clap, you cheer, you go wild, and then for the rest, you politely shut your freedom hole. That's democracy, baby! And he's like, well, if this is democracy, then I'm giving you my vote. I'm like, no, your vote is to laugh or not laugh. You're trying to, suppress other voters' rights at this point, is what you're doing. He's like, buddy, I'm just trying to give you some advice. I said, you're giving me material, buddy, is what you're doing. And then this was the best part. He leans in and he said, well, buddy, you should trust me because I'm a magician. I said, what? Wait, what? What just happened? What did you just say? You just said, trust me, I'm a magician. I don't think anybody's ever said that before in any language. This guy literally said, trust me, I trick people for money. Trust me, I am a magician? I believe the saying is, don't trust me, I deceive people on a regular basis. That is, he might as well just, pull the dove out of his hat. Trust me, I'm a magician. Just comes out. You're a magician and I'm dividing the crowd? Maybe stop sawing your audience members in half, you divisive mofo. Political comedy is fun because you divide the crowd, and then if you're good enough, you can undivide them. He's like, how do you undivide a crowd? I'm like, trust me, I'm a math comic. You split a crowd apart, and if you're funny enough, you can bring them back together. And he's like, do you really believe that? I was like, do you believe in magic? Shooby-dooby-doo, wap, 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 free Palestine. And then the truth came out. He said, hey, man, what made me upset is that I'm from Israel, and I don't like you talking bad about my people. I was like, I wasn't doing that. I was just telling a joke about historical accuracy. That was all I was doing. And he says, yeah, but now when people meet me and I tell them I'm from Israel, they think I'm bad. I'm like, that's not my fault. That's between you and your government, buddy. Use your democracy over there. And I get it. You want to critique someone's comedy, but it's this is the country that I live in. I would never go to Iraq, go to an Iraqi comedy club, see an Iraqi comedian on stage, be like, America, this freedom you gave us looks a lot like bombs. And after the show, I'm like, hey, buddy, can you tone it down with that whole anti-American thing? I'm trying to get some out here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get laid in your country. Not making me look good. And I felt for this guy, but I just think I think he ran out of words because he is a magician. And then he just said, look, man, I heard your Israel-Palestine jokes, and you're just not building any bridges with those. And I said, I'm not trying to build bridges, I'm trying to get laughs. That's the point of comedy. I'm not when I go to a show, I don't hope that people throw little tiny toy bridges at the stage, I'm hoping for ha-has instead, Plus, I'm Palestinian. We don't do bridges, we do tunnels, you know what I mean? So it's like a bridge. You just don't know that it's happening at the time. I guess what I'm saying is we're more connected than you know? See you on the other side.
When I started comedy, I was pretty poor, man. I ate peanut butter out of a jar every day. I would have a scoop of peanut butter for breakfast. For lunch, I would have 2 scoops, and then for dinner, I would get chips at a local taqueria for free, and then I would dip them in the peanut butter. The taqueria hated me. I never ordered anything. I just got chips. And now, that I've moved up. I'm doing well, because I do the exact same thing, but with almond butter. I moved up the nut hierarchy. Everybody knows there's a hierarchy of nuts. Peanuts are at the bottom. Peanuts are at the bottom. They're not even a nut, bruh. They're a legume. That's a knockoff nut right there. That's a bean posing as a nut. It's a sneaky bean. That's why Mr. Peanut wears a top hat and a monocle. He's in disguise. And they're deadly. You know, peanuts can kill 1% of the population. 1%, not the 1%, unfortunately. But a 1%. I feel bad for the peanut allergy people, man. You get nervous in every Thai restaurant you go into. You can't even have a PB&J. You can only have a J. And then people make fun of them, too. It's always like the older generation who doesn't get it. Like, what's up with these peanut allergy? Back in my day, we didn't have that. Like, yeah, you did. They just died. That's what happened. So you got peanuts at the bottom, and then you move up the nut hierarchy. The first nut is the cheapest. You know, it's hazelnut. If you eat Nutella, you think you're fancy. You're still at the bottom of the nuts. After hazelnut, you have pistachios. Pistachios, which are the nut of every Middle Eastern dad. If your dad doesn't eat pistachios, he eats Middle Eastern. Pistachios, you eat them, it goes straight to your chest hair. It doesn't matter who you will grow chest hair with pistachios. So after pistachios, you have walnuts. Now you're in the middle. Walnuts are like the wall between the poor nuts and the expensive nuts. Walnuts are the wall of the nuts. Or just a good term to describe somebody who loves walls. You're a walnut. Which is 70 million Americans. But so you have the walnuts. And above that, now you're at the first rich nut. You got the cashews. Cash, bro. Cashews. Now you're rolling in it. You got cashew butter, you're like, I don't even need to eat them one by one. I just smash them. Once you get above cashews, almonds, right? That's where I'm at right now. Almond butter, bro. I take that seriously. I heard a woman at the store call them almonds. I was so angry. I think it's not named after a guy named Al, okay? It's almond for all of us. If you call almonds almond, you can leave right now. Almonds? Who calls it that?
They shook the hell out of the L.
I prefer that to almonds, believe me. But I don't know what to do with that. So you got your almonds here, right? You got your almonds. Listen, let's just make amends. You got your almonds right here. And then above the almonds, you have pine nuts. Pine nuts, you know, are expensive because you can eat 1 million of them and you still don't even feel a thing. You ever bought pine nuts before? You buy a little pack for $10. Now, at the top, who knows what you got there? Macadamia, Return of the Mac. Macadamias, the OG Mac Daddy of nuts. This is how you know, they're not even a nut, they're a seed. That's at the bottom of the nuts, you have beans. At the top, you got seed. Like, I'm not even a nut, I'm a seed, bro. They just call me a nut for fun. You know why macadamia nuts are so expensive? Because macadamia trees take 10 years to develop. So you're like, I'm gonna start a macadamia farm. All right, let's do it. 10 years, let's wait. You know someone who has a jar of macadamia nut butter in their house? Befriend that person. They are loaded. That's my goal, is the Mac butter, okay? I know you're thinking, why did he just explain to us financial hierarchy nuts? There is a point. What I'm trying to say, in a nutshell, is that there are A-list nuts, there are B-list nuts, there are C nuts, and there are D's nuts. She called it. She got it. We got to it. Points scored.
Where are you guys from? Lebanon? Yeah, you came straight from Lebanon out here to the show? When did you move here? 2 years ago? You guys are fresh off the fucking... I don't even know what you came over here on, but you're fresh off that shit. Yeah, dude. What made you come over here? Yeah, I was hoping for a less sad answer. There was economic crisis, terrorism, Hezbollah and ISIS. It was very cataclysmic. Gunshots every night, terror bombs raining, lots of unhappiness and just eternal depression inside. So we were forced to come to the happy land of America where everybody gets the fuck along. Thank you for joining. Love you guys. Anybody else come from another country? Anybody else? Where'd you come from, bro? France? Fuck yeah, dude. You just came to like shit on our wines, basically? Okay, you think Napa has comparable stuff to France? Like we got equal. Oh, dude, that's the nice. Because you're French, so nice. Like anybody else would be like, your fucking wine's trash. You got the best wine, but France is like, okay, you equal, you good. You don't. I'm making fun of like you have an accent, but you have no accent. You've been here for a while. 1992. Did you have an accent when you came here? You had a patch? That's crazy. You definitely gave me some extra information there, for sure. No, it's material. Yeah. Did you have anything different about your voice or your speech? I had a patch on my eye! I can only see out one goddamn eye! Any more questions? God damn. Do you mind telling us what happened, or a couple bumps in the bathroom? Okay, for all the drug users here, that means something very specific. Some of you are like, does he have an STD? Couple bumps in the bathroom. I bumped into somebody once, but it wasn't like that. It was on accident. So one night, things got a little crazy, and something happened to your eye. And so when you moved here, you had to wear an eye patch for how long? Oh, my bad, dude, my bad. I said, fuck, dude, I didn't know, I thought we were gonna laugh about it. He's like, I still have to wear a fucking eye patch. I took it off so you wouldn't talk to me, but you forced this information. I didn't want you to find out. That's why I told you. I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I ask? Can you see out of that eye? 15-20. 15-20. That's 3 out of 4, baby. That's good. I majored in math. Don't you guys worry. You guys saw what I did there. 3 out of 4. That's not bad. Which eye do I look better with? Is this your boy? You know that you've known each other for a while? Yeah. You see him wear the eye patch? How do you think that? You like the eye patch? Okay. Does he not? He doesn't wear it with you? Okay. I was gonna say I like when he wears it because people don't with us. When you wear the eye patch though, nobody even looks in your direction, right? Not a eye, dude. Thank you for coming to France and bringing both your eyes to this show. Thank you. We have France, Lebanon. Hey, colonizer. No. Any other country before I move on to my set? Palestine. Straight up? Where from? Ramallah. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, that's fucking deep up in Palestine. That's one of our big cities. Ramallah. So you used to live there, and then you came to the States, or what?
My grandparents lived there.
Okay. So you actually been here the whole time. He's like, my DNA though? My DNA from Ramallah, bro. Nobody else has anybody else with from an actual other country? Syria. What's that? Syria. Man, we got all the fun ones tonight. God damn, this is like a refugee crisis. VIP, straight to VIP. Yeah, dude. Only at my show, we took Palestinian and Syrian refugees, we put them over there. The Lebanese are like, how the did we get out of this shit? Because you guys party a lot, we get it, you know what I mean? Syria, for how long? When did you come here? 8 years ago. God damn, anything particular happening? No, anyways. 8 years ago. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's fresh, man. That's shit. The weather wasn't too good. Yeah, a lot of rain. Well, anyways, thank you for being here. Anybody from Yemen or Libya? Jesus Christ. The EU wouldn't let you in, but the San Jose Improv did. What's that? Where from? Iran. Oh, fuck. God damn. God damn. We're going hard tonight. What's that? We got a full house, dude. Full House of the Middle East. There should be like a reboot of Fullest House. Falafel House. Hey. So you came from Iran, and how long ago? 10 years. What was going on that prompted you to leave? You came for education. Did you find it? There was also an economic crisis. Seems to be a common theme here. Why'd you guys come to America? Economic collapse. Economic collapse. My family's dated back to the colonies. Why'd they come here? Economic collapse. That's the story, man. But you came here for education? Where'd you go? The great land of San Jose State? What's that? Oh, shit, classy motherfucker right here. Classy. Dude, Michigan, I don't know if for those of you who don't know, Michigan loves Middle Eastern folk. They take us. People are always like, oh, Michigan's racist. No, they fucking raised half of the Middle East with their fucking lake water. So you went to University of Michigan? You study there? What'd you study? Computer. One of them only. I study one computer. This computer look good, and I think I'm ready for everything else. You want to study another computer? No, just one. This computer is good. You know one computer, you know it all. I am a monogamous computer guy. Well, if anybody needs their computer fixed, we got your guy. I posted a bit that said Free Palestine. That was the punchline of the joke. Free Palestine. Like, not like selling it for free, but like free it. Made that very clear in the bit. And this guy DMs me, and he's like, wow, you stand for the genocide of Israel, you hate all Jews, da-da-da. I'm like, dude, well, how did you get all that from Free Palestine? He's like, I followed you because of your math stuff. I'm like, what? I'm like, for real? I'm like, where's the logical reasoning then? He's like, I follow you because you like statistics and I like statistics. I'm like, then stop extrapolating. Thank you. That joke follows a normal distribution of with a very high confidence interval. I got trolled on by this account whose profile picture was a Pokemon. So you know he's legit. And Pikachu said, Sammy, how come you so freely make jokes about Israel, but you don't have the balls to make a joke about Gaza? I was like, what the f***? It's ignorant and tasteless as a comment that was. It got to me because it made me realize, like, my whole life I've prided myself in being a comedian who can joke about literally anything, but I do have a line. Like, I thought I was a clown, but turns out I'm a human. And yeah, really sucks. I don't know how you guys do it. Having feelings and getting offended at stuff. I hate it. I had to sit down and do deep breathing when that got commented. I was like, oh. I'm very sensitive to the issue of Gaza. And even before, like, what's been happening in the last 7 months, I've been very sensitive to it my whole life. I needed to ask myself why. I wanted to know, why am I so sensitive to the issue of Gaza? So I went inward. I dug deep. I dug a tunnel. No, I asked myself, why am I so sensitive to the issue of Gaza? And I realized it's because my grandma, my teta, she left Palestine in 1948. She lived through the Nakba. If you're not familiar, the Nakba is when nearly 1 million Palestinians had to leave their homes in a matter of a few days. A lot of them had to leave taking whatever they could on their backs, and they had to decide where they were going to go, potentially for the rest of their lives. The way my teta tells the story, she said they were eating breakfast, and someone knocked on the door and told them they had to leave or they were going to be killed. And they just left breakfast there on the table. And so I asked, what were you guys eating? And she was like, that's not the point of the story. That's what you took away from it? I was like, no, I just was curious. But we'll never know. We'll never know. My teta and her family, they came from a region called Jaffa. And coming from Jaffa, you had two logical options. When you were fleeing, you could either go south to Gaza or you could go north to Lebanon. And in a moment of panic, fear, and stress, my teta and her family, they chose north to Lebanon. Because I guess they wanted to party. They got the best DJs there, but I don't know if that was a factor back in 48. I don't know who was spinning back then, but they chose Lebanon when they could have gone south to Gaza. So I've always seen it like in an alternate reality that my family's in Gaza. So I've always felt a very close connection with the culture and the history. I think People just don't know the historical significance of Gaza. Like, do you know that Gaza's in the Bible? Yeah, I'm not even religious. I read that on Wikipedia. Yeah, the good book. Wikipedia 316. Please donate money now. Gaza's in the Bible multiple times. Have you heard of the 3 wise men? The wise guys? Or if they were Gen Z, they'd be called the wise boys. Yo, we're the wise boys, no cap. Straight busting all the way to Baby J. Say less, King. When Jesus was born, the wise men decided they were going to come and bless baby Jesus with gifts. What were those gifts that they brought? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I gave a little Cardi B, a little frankincense and myrrh, right? The gold was just kind of like a flex, you know what I mean? It's like, we got wealth, you know. And then the frankincense and myrrh, those are the kickers. Those are the ones we all remember. Frankincense and myrrh is basically incense. They chose to give the baby incense. They gave baby Jesus incense, which explains why he grew up to be such a hippie. That's probably, that's what'd you think was gonna happen? Okay, you give a baby patchouli oil, the beard is gonna grow, okay? Jesus, peace be upon him, he was quite a hippie. I mean, let's face it. Because they gave him incense, and not just any incense. I mean, frankincense and myrrh, that's like Pilates studio level incense. That's what put Jesus on that vibe, you know what I mean? Jesus got one whiff of the frankincense and myrrh, he's like, I'm gonna go into carpentry and do miracles on the side. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I got my mind made up, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll live with my mom, but I'll be an influencer, I'll have 12 followers, you know? The Father, the Son, and the Riz. It was all because of frankincense and myrrh. That was the intention. The wise men knew that that's what was going to happen, and they knew that because they were wise, man. Okay? They even had a conversation beforehand. They're like, what are we going to get this baby? We got to get this baby something to bless. I'm like, bro, frankincense and myrrh, dude. That's what you get a baby when you want to bless, bro. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Let's get this incense. It'll be lit, you know? He's like, where are we going to get it? Bro, I know a guy. He's like, where's your guy? He's in Gaza, bro. Yeah. Because back in the day, Gaza is where you would get incense. Gaza was the end of the incense trade route. Specifically, incense would flow up from Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, and it would end in Gaza. So back in the day, if you were in the Levant and you want to get the best incense, you'd have to go down to the Gaza markets, be ready to bargain a little bit, okay? But you'd be ready for yoga classes in no time. And that's what they did. They went and they copped the incense, brought it to Baby J, put him on it, and the rest was history, you know? Because I heard that Jesus went on to do some things. You know? Okay, now obviously if you're religious, this story is huge, man. But even if you're not religious, you've heard the story of frankincense and myrrh, right? It's made it into your psyche. So that's how impactful that moment was in all of our history. It shaped humanity to the end of time. Again, even if you're not religious, you know who Jesus was, right? Probably, right? You use a calendar, right? Do you use a calendar? Okay, see, there you go, right? If you use Google Calendar, the story's about you. Jesus became exactly who he was because of that blessing. That was the point of that blessing. And that blessing was frankincense and myrrh that came from Gaza, okay? Because Gaza was the capital of incense. And that's why I don't make jokes about Gaza. Because it's insensitive. No refunds. No refunds. Full disclaimer, that story may or may not have been true. But listen, it doesn't matter. But they had great incense in Gaza. I can feel it. I can feel the energy. None of you motherfuckers are scared of Omicron. Not one of them, right? Nobody here is afraid of Omicron. They chose the scariest Greek letter they could, dude. They're like, give us the one with 3 syllables. They wouldn't even be able to say that. Omicron. 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 Why are they using Greek letters? Like, I pledged to frat in college. That traumatizing, bringing me back. Every time there's a new variant, I'm like, I had to learn that dude. And they keep skipping letters, dude. Like, I didn't even know there was an alpha. When was there an alpha? They've been skipping because they're like, we can't have a beta. That's a people won't be afraid of that. It's a beta. Then they went straight to Delta just to over a whole airlines. And there was like a lambda for a minute, but you didn't hear about that. Silence of the lambda, right? And then they're like, what's the scariest one? Yeah, Omicron! I'm a robot that eats children! Stay at home and buy all the in the world, Omicron! When they could have skipped over to the next letter in the alphabet, which is pi, dude! That would have been so perfect for the holidays, the pi variant! That makes me want to visit Grandma! We're American is apple pie variant up in this! That's how the news is. They want to scare you, dude. They're like, we don't know much about Omicron yet, but until we do, stay terrified. Buy as much as you can. Guys gotta be scared, man, because if not, someone at the news is gonna lose their job and dude. But we're running out of letters. Like, what's next? They're gonna be doing like double letters. You'd be like, the Sigma Chi variant, bro. Let's go, dude. You wanna come in the Sigma Chi house, you gotta take some shots.